Hello, my friends. Today, new video with our series for ladder logic programming. So, what we have today? Yeah, I come today with a new project. This project, you might have seen this project in some places, or it might be a new thing to you. So, let me introduce my project today. So, the project today is having the dual compressor. Dual compressor meaning we have two compressor or two motors, and these two motors might be running individually or running in united part like a dual utilization or dual operation. So we have here in the figure here compressor A and compressor B, and we need to run these compressors in symphony to satisfy some condition. So we have tank and this tank of gas and this tank with a pressure, specific pressure, and we need to maintain this pressure to be at a specific level while operating all the time. So by running the compressor to increasing the pressure in the tank and stopping the compressor, the pressure will be go down until a specific value. So what is the limit we need to have for the pressure inside the tank? So here we have a sensor that measures this value, which is I connected to IO2, and this I1O2 maintains the pressure between the limit 120 and 20 psi. So if it is less than 20 or equal 20, so we need to run the compressor. If it is above the value of 120, so we need to stop the compressor. So because we have two compressors and we need to organize the operation between the two compressors, so what time we gonna run only one compressor, and which one will be operating, and for how long time and at what condition, and also what time we need to run the post compressor. These questions that we gonna answer and solve while doing our project for today. So let's go into the requirements. Like I told you before, for each project we should have requirements. We got these requirements from a client, or we got these requirements from the person who assigned the project to us. So here the project have been divided into three parts, and each part I named it as exercise. So the first part, which is our concern solve in this session in our video series for ladder logic programming, in which we gonna run and control the system by using a single compressor. So by reading through these requirements, so we want to have the pressure which is measured by or denoted by the input connected to input 1O2, and also we will control the pressure based on the compressor which is connected to output 2, the motor connected to output 2 0, and we need to maintain this pressure by noticing and controlling based on the value marked by the sensor to measure the pressure in input I 102, as I told you. The condition is we need to run this motor to increase the pressure if it is greater than or equal 20, and we need to stop this compressor if it is reached to the optimum level, which is 120 psi. So let's getting started and doing what underneath the requirement is just we need to run a lamp indicator. This lamp called C1, which is connected to one output, will show you in the picture here. So let's going to the project and see. So this lamp is the C1 to showing the process of the running of the compressor itself. So now we have a start button. So let's add the first rung. Go into the programming, adding one rung. In this rung we will start with let it be here. Start with the start button. This is the first thing we need to run our project, and we need to for sure stop at any time, start and stop. So let's call this one to be start, and call this this is stop. Okay, and for sure we need to run this output. So by having this output here, and for sure we need to make latch, so we need a parallel branch like this one. By having this parallel branch here, okay, and getting this start, and getting also here one contact for latch here, like we need to contact this one to have a contact taken from the contactor of the compressor contactor. So get one contact here, making a latching for this one, and now we will stop at here. But let's run up to this point to see we missed for sure the control for the value of the pressure. So if we run at that thing, so there is no control, so it will continue filling the tank, and the pressure will going up till be above the limit that might make a problem to the tank itself, which is very dangerous. So let's try and see if I start the start button here. So the compressor now running, and you can see here the tank is increasing. For saving the time, I will like set this value. I will set this value to start from something nearby to the value itself. So if this one is not editable, okay. So we just need to if we make this flow to be 0, okay, and run again to see, to increase the to accelerate the filling of the tank. So once it reached to 120, so what happened is that's very dangerous. So we need to control this thing by have a contact from this input to prevent the compressor to run anymore above the 120. So it will continue, and we'll see what's going on by reaching to 120. And also we have also uh, like uh, we need also to control to just run again after stopping, run again when it is fall down less than the 20. So now we're going to reaching near to the value, which is 120, and we'll see the damage that might happen by not controlling the value based on the measured pressure in BCI. So now, after reaching to the value, it's not stop, it's continue after 120, and this is not restricted with the condition of the system. So we need the system to stop at the value of 120. By the way, if I like reducing this one like this, the flow will like if you see I'm increasing the flow. Okay, so now the acceleration reduced, as you can see. Okay, so if I make the flow like 100, so no there is no increasing, but it is decreasing, as you can see here. So let's see if we continue putting the value of the here, like we need to stop this cycle by adding a stop bit here based on this one. Once this one is reaching to 100, so it will stop the cycle for sure. Again, also one thing we need to add the indicator that the compressor is working. So I need just here to put one parallel branch here to showing also the indicator. So this one is working. So another output. So this output will be here in parallel to have this C1 also running here. So let's run and see what's going on now. As you can see here, because I am trying to start, but because it is above the value, the threshold value, which is 120, so this input is now on and prevent the motor to run. Once it reaching less than 100 and click start, okay, still not working until reaching to the low value, which is 20. So by having this value, it will run again. So let's see. By reducing the reducing the flow like this, like if the flow like 100% like this, so the still the acceleration is not running. Okay, so I need to just accelerate this filling to go further. Again, it will stop when it reaching to the 120. Let's see once more, and you can see here also this thing is showing it is working now, and we need to have this one also to be here to showing the process is running. So the process is running should be at any time, okay, regardless the compressor is working or not. So we need this thing to be always working. Now it is stopped, as you can see. So it's now as we expected. So that's it, what I want to show you. Like when the flow like this, it will go down, okay, because I increased the flow. So now uh, the tank lost the gas inside, so the pressure getting down. Let's see when reaching go down. So what's happening if I start the process again? It will work again, okay. Yeah, and finally I added some change to the logic. Like this is the start, okay, and by hitting the start, so the run bit here is showing here. This is the run bit, okay. So at any time I can hit stop, okay. So the run is not running and start. So the run now is running, and the increasing or the compressor indicator C1 showing it is running, okay. So now it's getting up, and I expected it will stop when it reaching to the 120, which is our limit. So let's see. We're now getting closer to the limit. So once reached to 120, so the process stopped because of this value marked by the input I102. So once I102 now become on, so it is the run process stopped, and also the indicator for this one is stopped. Whatever you requesting the start, so it can showing a run process, but compressor can't work at that limit. So let's make this one to be decreased, okay, to for example to I'm sorry, to increasing this value to be like this, to have the pressure getting down. I expected also when the pressure getting down to this threshold value, it will start the process at any time when you click the start button. Okay, so now you can see now this value, because it is less than the 120. So by getting down further 120, so this one is ready to start again the process like this. So compressor running again, okay, to increase the value by having the pressure, the flow valve to be reduced, so the value of the pressure getting up. So thank you guys for watching my session today, and following up with me up to this point, and be ready next time to include both of this compressor and make a symphony between them to make them working together to fulfill the requirement. So be there, and let's meet next time. Thank you very much and have a good day.